Lower. That's it, there you go, formation. There. Now, just leave it. Let's stop it.
I'm not editing that. Andrew McGann from SevereMMA here in Fight Academy Ireland, sitting alongside Karl Moore. And Karl, it's a year and 2 weeks, I think, since you last fought. A little bit of a frustrating year for you, I think.
It was a frustrating year, quite precise on the year and 2 weeks. You know more about me than I do, Andrew.
I only know that because I was checking my time hop randomly 2 weeks ago, and it was the same day Duffy had returned because I had tweeted about it. And I also tweeted about your fight, I think. I thought you were getting paid by the minute because you wanted to keep it going as long as possible. It was a bit harder than expected.
Well, I took my time in that fight, Andrew. I was in no rush. I won the first 2 rounds, and the last round I didn't want to do anything stupid, take myself out of the safety zone and get hurt in the win, so I just fought smart. You know what I mean?
But now we're talking about the last year. It's been frustrating. You've been matched, pullouts. What's wrong?
One thing after another, mate. I mean, it's a fight game. I'm sparring, grappling every single day, so eventually you are going to pick up a few injuries. But for the last fight, I was supposed to fight in Italy in Venetor, and 4 weeks before, I think I busted my rib. It's quite bad. I couldn't do anything at all. There was no point fighting with a bad injury.
And as we're coming in here now, we're talking about fights. You've even just got another one for after BAMMA. It's with Venetor as well, so it's good that they're getting you back.
Yeah, it's brilliant, Andrew. They're getting me fights consistently. They're always asking me, could you fight this time, could you fight that time, which is brilliant because I need to keep active because, like you said, my last fight was a year and 2 weeks, and before that was around about a year as well.
So when you took that time off, were you kind of thinking, because you were with Cage Warriors, were you thinking, okay, we'll just wait and see what happens with them, use this time to train, or would you have liked to got matched outside? Was there just a period in between you just were enjoying training?
Well, I always enjoy training, and every layoff, Andrew, I'm improving and training every single day. It's not like when I haven't fought a year and a half, I haven't done anything. I'm training every single day in the gym, improving my craft, working on my game.
Do you think it's, I don't want to say the gym's cursed, but I know Liam McCord has had a couple of pullouts, Joe McColgan has had fights fall through. Surely that the extra time that you're spent together getting ready for these fights will benefit in the long run, because these guys you're already established in your pro career. These guys are on their first steps.
Well, I mean, the guys you just named there are coming through. Some of the best up-and-coming fighters in the UK, in my opinion. But like I said, Andrew, look what we're doing. Every day.
You really want to give Joe McColgan that
Joe
compliment?
McColgan, no, sorry, I forgot him. Liam McCord, one of the best. Joe McColgan, he's just a curly-haired lesbian. He just can't put in there. But yeah, man, like I said, I mean, it's a fight game. You're going to get injured. It's going to happen. It's part and parcel of the sport. From the lowest level right to the highest level, people get injured and have to pull out.
You're the one man, I think, who has the most going for him that just doesn't care about anything in the world. Like Liam pretty much manages your life.
Yeah, he really does. If I didn't have Liam, Andrew, I'd be a lost soul. I
didn't even bother trying to get on to you. I just said to Liam, where will Karl be at 12 o'clock on Wednesday?
Yeah, man, I'm a nightmare to get a hold of. Like, you know, I don't use social media. I rarely use the phone. I just go to the gym, get my training done, and fight and turn up. That's it.
Do you think that's going to be something that people they like about you? Just look at it this way, it's like everyone's going on about social media and putting their stuff all over it, and fighters promoting themselves, and here's Karl Moore who's just casually going to sneak into the UFC and doesn't have a Twitter page.
That's what I do, mate. I just creep in there, unexpected.
Don't use that in court anyway. That's the only thing I'll say to you.
No, well, it doesn't sound too good, but I mean, I don't feel the need to broadcast it over social media. I probably should be, because I'm a professional fighter. I should be trying to get my name out there, but I like to let my fighting do talking for itself, Andrew, as you know. And
now we're going to look forward to your next fight. Paul Craig coming over from the UK. A lot of people are bigging him up. Do you know anything about him? Do you care anything about him?
I don't really care about him, but from I found out I was fighting him, I found out quite a bit about him. He's a high-level purple belt. I think he's a world champion purple belt, I think. I'm not sure.
Are you not a high-level purple belt as well?
Extremely high-level purple belt. Extremely high-level, but he's a good ground game. I've watched a couple of his fights. He wins, I think, them all by submission from guard, so I'm really prepared.
You love a submission from guard as well, though?
I wouldn't mind in a triangle or a rubber guard armbar from guard. Made him surprise and pull guard and try and submit him myself. You never know.
50-50 in the first ever pro MMA fight. Stall, go for the bolo.
Well, don't know about that. It's a bit risky, but might keep it simple.
When we're talking about it, though, a lot of people are saying, for you especially, that the last fight was a chance to get in-ring experience. Yeah. A lot of quick finishes in the rest of your career. And sometimes even when you were starting off, I remember there was a time you had an opponent who was announced as 2-8 or something like that. It turns out he was 1-17.
He was 17-7. It was.
Was it?
It was the
even worse.
Washington Ferrer, the Brazilian guy. My record was 1 win, 0 losses. His was 17 wins, 7 losses. We were told it was like 5 wins, like you said, 5 wins, 8 losses.
Yeah.
But when they called him out, 5 seconds before I walk out, 17-7, I was thinking, It's definitely something's not right there.
Yeah.
Something's
up.
somewhere. Excuse the language.
It's all right. It'll sell yourself a little bit more. So finally, we're talking about BAMMA. They're speculating between 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 people. Do you think this is a great tester for someone who may be considered for even as soon as the next UFC Dublin card?
100%. I mean, it's a step up for myself and Paul Craig, both undefeated fighters, 5 and 6-0. He's won every one of his fights has been stoppages. So have mine, bar one fight, the last one with Lloyd Clarkson. So it's a good step up for both of us. Great card. BAMMA's one of the best shows across the British and Irish shores, of course. And it's got a really, really, really good card on this show, as you know.
I have to say, though, I think I heard a story about why Conor was signed so late to the UFC, and it's because there was so many lighter weights at the time that they couldn't bring them in. But I think someone like you is in such a unique position that the UK and Ireland is really calling out for a star at the higher weight divisions.
Light heavyweights and heavyweights, it's sort of like a lackluster, isn't it? There's not many guys coming out of the UK and Ireland at light heavyweight, so this could be my team.
Our hopes were on Carlos Vermola originally. That didn't end too well. He's fighting domestically now. I saw him booked to fight in the UK a while ago.
He was a cracker at one point. He was the
point. And then now they've got Jimmy Manuwa coming through. But I do think that you're the guy that's going to be steaming the line for us.
Well, mate, I guarantee I will be there. And this year, the next day, I will be in the UFC. That's a promise.
This time next year, you'll be in the UFC?
This time, if I'm not, then next year, it'll be in the next 12 months. I will be in the UFC.
Excellent. I'm going to hold you to that. First interview when you get signed to the UFC.
Please do.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
Good to see you, bro.